This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
While we're on the radio, we thought we should do charts on the radio this segment.
All right.
We're going to do our monthly market update, and I'm going to start. Actually, I'm going to come to that chart in just a second, John. First, I'm going to read this one here. This is our monthly stats.
Okay.
And this is just single-family homes, and this is what we have going on right now. Currently available, 3,466. That's up quite a bit from last month. That's up about 800 from last month.
800 more homes.
Yes.
Wow.
We have 4,123 in contract. We have 3,136 that have closed in the last 30 days. That's about the same. Both those numbers are about the same as the previous month. We just went over a month's worth of inventory, 1.11 months worth of inventory. Mm-hmm. This is the first time we've gone over a month in about 7 months. We've been our inventory's been much lower. It's creeping back. Last year, we had almost 2 months of inventory at this time. Mm-hmm. The average days on market is just running around 15 days. It's from getting on the market to getting into escrow right now. That's what's happening right now. We are very much on record pace year to date. Now, I'm looking at the stack chart. This shows single family homes sold month over month going back to the year 2000. And if you take a look at this chart, you can see this year we're on record pace, well ahead of last year, and on record pace for this is going to be a record year out of the last 20. I mean, it's the best year out of the last 20 as I look across this.
For the total number of units being sold.
Single family homes, correct.
Right, so we'll end up transacting more houses this year than ever before.
Ever before, indeed.
Okay.
And then the next one, shows our months of inventory.
And by the way, we're talking resale market only, right?
Resale.
Doesn't count what new constructions do.
No, exactly right. This is just resale. It's just single family homes. You can see on this line graph that basically we just did surpass 1 month's worth of inventory, as I just described. Mm-hmm. And it was diving since a year ago. Last April, it was diving from 3.7 months.
Straight down.
I mean, it's
from
just
April to last month.
Right. Then the next one going down one more. This is the luxury market. Look at the stack chart on the luxury market. Now, the best year ever in the luxury market was last year, 2020. And that's 12 months. We've already surpassed in the first 7 months. We've surpassed last year and crushed it.
Sure.
This is going to be by far the biggest year for luxury. Now, this is $1 million and over homes. Now, one person might say, geez, Harv, $1 million, and that's a different number now than it was then.
That's shifted up, right?
It's true. Yeah. And that's a very true.
More homes are $1 million homes now than they were 2 years ago.
Just through the natural course of appreciation, there's more homes over $1 million.
My gut says that we've also built a lot more luxury over the last 12 or 18 months, right?
You're absolutely right. Yeah. But the luxury market is hot.
Sure.
It's the hottest segment of our market, I think.
Okay.
The next one shows supply and demand, and you can see that the supply was well below the demand in this chart showing, but now it's starting to catch up. They're starting to be about even. The supply and demand are coming to a head. Mm-hmm. They're coming to a point where we're getting more supply. So the buyers, listen, what this means is to buyers, there's opportunities now that weren't there 6 months ago. There are opportunities for buyers. Just that's the important thing I want to bring across. This is the one that, John, you're going to appreciate this. I did this one myself.
This
is me doing my own
custom Harvey chart.
This is a custom Harvey chart.
This
is single family homes the last 12 months. The yellow line represents the available inventory. The orange line represents the activity. You were talking about this. The activity has remained pretty consistent throughout the last 12 months.
That's fairly horizontal.
Yep, it's 3,000 something every single month. Now, the yellow line, the available inventory, when we go back to last September,
dipped way down.
It started slipping. Then in the beginning of this year, just dropped, just fell to the floor.
Hits at lowest point in March of this year.
1,900 homes in March of this year.
Slowly rising from there.
And now we're back a little over 3,400, where we sold 3,100. So we're just over a month's worth of inventory currently available, where maybe 10 weeks ago, we were at 2 weeks worth of inventory, which was maybe the lowest point I've seen since 2006.
Sure.
But this chart's something I'll continue to do for everybody because I think it's useful to see because this is supply and demand. This is really, really is supply and demand, and that's a key indicator for us to help evaluate our real estate market. You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio. We'll meet you on the radio next Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the new 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDWN, the Talk of Las Vegas.